We grocery shop only once every other week, so every time we do a grocery haul, we need a way to store our food and make the food last while keeping everything fresh. So we ordered this Megawise vacuum sealer so we can vacuum seal our meats, fruits, fresh veggies, and dry foods. This comes with 10 vacuum bags, the sealer machine, and this user manual, which includes instructions with pictures on how to use the sealing machine. Looks like they've done a pretty good job explaining about all the different features and functions of the machine, as well as some helpful safety instructions. So let's go ahead and take the machine out of the bag and then we'll test it out. So the machine is pretty compact and easy to handle. It's not too heavy and it shouldn't take too much counter space, so that's good. And around back is where you would plug in the power. Next, I'm going to take one of the vacuum bags. The bags are clear so you can see exactly what is inside them even after you seal the bag. Here I've got an open bag of Harvest Granola Crunch that I want to keep fresh for another couple of weeks. In goes the bag of Harvest Crunch, but make sure you position the bag correctly. The opening of the bag should line up with the sealer, so make sure you don't place it too high inside the machine. Once you have placed the bag inside with the opening lined up to the sealer, use both hands to close the sealing machine using both thumbs to press down on either side until you hear a click. That's how you'll know the machine is closed securely. Then the first thing you'll check is whether the dry or moist food button is set correctly. Our Harvest Crunch is dry food, so we'll keep it on dry. The next button is the vacuum seal option, which we'll select. Almost instantly, you'll be able to see the air getting sucked out of the bag, and within 10 seconds or so, the bag is completely vacuum sealed. You can wait for it to finish on its own, or you can press the stop button manually. Then, to open the machine, press both sides and then remove your bag of vacuum sealed food. Everything is tightly sealed and the bag is not even hot. Now here I have a second bag that is already sealed but not vacuum sealed. I can use the cutting machine to cut the bag and make it shorter. Just slip the bag over the cutting slit and then slide the tab across. And of course, if I want to open the bag to snack on some of the Harvest Crunch, I can position the bag below the sealed area and then slide the cutter across again. And here's an example where you can use the machine to seal a bag without vacuuming the air out. Here I have some leftover nacho chips I want to keep fresh, but I don't want to vacuum seal the bag because I want to keep the chips crispy and crunchy without crushing them. The process is exactly the same, except this time you'll want to press down on the seal button instead of the vac seal button. The sealer will seal the bag without removing the air so the chips won't get squeezed and crushed. And when you're done, the last thing you'll want to do is return this little piece back into the machine. There's some tiny text on this piece that says to insert it in for storage of the machine.